What is going on, guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new monotype banner that dropped on the global side. These have been periodically dropping, and we now have the STR banner here. So we're going to go over everything, go over the character pools, and then basically just tell you whether you guys should or should not summon on this banner. So we're going to start it off first with the featured characters. The feature pool is not the greatest for the STR banner. A couple of the other banners probably had better TUR, SSRs here in the feature pool, so that's kind of a downside to the STR banner here. But then the LRs that are in this banner are quite good, so we're gonna save those for the end. But first off, we have the Hit and the Kaba. They are the 50% support units for STR. Every banner comes with one super support unit and then one extreme support unit. So Kaba will be 50% support unit for super STR, and then Hit 50% support for extreme STR. They're basically the main reasons that these banners dropped. Nowadays, we don't see monotype teams being very viable because they're not the greatest for beating events. The categories have easily taken over. But back in the day, these banners were huge because 50% support is a huge difference on a monotype team. So these banners were actually quite good. They kind of went away because of the fact that we switched over to categories, but those two are in the banner, so the Super NS Extreme support units. Next up, we have the Golden Frieza here. So Golden Frieza and Ultimate Gohan from the TOP. So they're going to be Battle of Wits 130 lead. On Super, they raise attack. They attack for one turn, and then they also seal Super attack. They get 120 to attack and defense. Attack and defense minus 30% for enemies attacked by the character Super, which isn't bad. They have a great chance of guarding all attacks after supering, and they give Rep Universe 7 category allies key +2 attack and defense plus 20% if there's another Rep Universe 7 ally attacking in the same turn. So on a representative Universe 7 team, he could be pretty solid. He is a support, and then he also seals as well as lowering attack and defense. So it's not a bad card, but by no means is it like an outstanding card like we've seen in some of the banners. So that is the Gohan and Golden Frieza. Next up, we have the STR Whis. He's going to be a 120 lead for Bond Master and Disciple. He lowers attack and defense and seals super attack, which is actually very good for a super attack to have both the attack and defense lower and seal. He only gets 100% to attack and defense, which kind of sucks, but he has a great chance of evading enemies' attack, including super, and he gets an additional defense plus 50% within the same turn in which an attack was evaded. So if you do dodge, you will get that 50% boost there, which is nice. He also gives all allies attack plus 50% and recovers 10% HP at the end of the turn when there's an ally whose name includes Beerus attacking in the same turn. So again, a unit that could perform pretty solid on a specific team, but by no means is he like a great unit. He's not standing out or anything. He's probably just a mid-tier unit. So that is the Beerus. And then the last featured unit that we're going to go over here is the Trunks right here. So we have the Super Saiyan Trunks Teen. So on Super, he's a 120 lead for Hybrid Saiyans. On Super, he's going to raise attack and defense. And then he also has a medium chance of stunning, which is nice. So pretty solid super attack. He does have a unit super attack, so this is activated when there's an ally whose name includes Gohan Youth attacking in the same turn. And on the unit super, they greatly raise attack for one turn, they raise defense, and cause immense damage with a high chance of stunning. So their unit super is actually pretty darn good. They're stacking defense, and they have a high chance to stun now. So pretty solid there. And then their passive, they get 200% to attack and defense, which is actually really big. And they have a medium chance of launching an additional super, as well as doing Hybrid Saiyans key +3 attack and defense plus 40%. So very good for Hybrid Saiyans, 40% support. And then his kit as well is also really good. So honestly, I'd probably say he is the best unit out of the feature pool here. But like I said, the regular TUR feature pool, there's no one really great, but the LRs, which we're going to take a look at, are actually all pretty decent for the most part. UI, Tapion, they're really good. Hit's really good. Tapion, not Tapion, Turles and Beerus are obviously really good too. On top of that, every multi, you guys know, you do get a Kai, so that is a bonus to these monotype banners, as well as getting blue coins. Although the blue coins are only used for getting these type support units, keep that in mind. You can get Kais with them as well, but you're getting Kais from the multi, so not really any worth there. But Basically, with 300 blue coins, you can pick up any of the 50% support units there. So keep that in mind. But we'll move on to the LRs now, the best part of the banner. So UI, you guys know how good UI is. The Dodge Master, he's 130 for Realm of Gods. On Super, he disables Guard and causes colossal damage. Ultra Super disables Guard and causes mega colossal damage. Not really anything special there, but then his passive is where he shines. So he gets 77% to attack and defense, which isn't great in the slightest, but he has a great chance of evading enemies' attack, including Super, for 7 turns, and then a high chance of evading enemies' attack, including Super, starting from the 8th turn on, which is very, very good. He also gets an additional key +1 up to 7, and then attack and defense plus 11% up to 77% with each attack evaded, including Super. So aside from his supers, he does have a very good kit as well as his very low attack and defense buff, but for the most part he won't be taking damage because you are going to be supering, and then you also do get the attack and defense stack with each attack evaded. So that is the UI. You guys know how good UI is. I shouldn't have to go over him, but next up we have the Goku and Hit here. So they're 150 lead for Universal Survival Saga or Accelerated Battle. They're sort of like the Goku to where they do dodge, but they also have stun in them, which makes them pretty good as well. So on Super, they're raising attack and defense for turn, and they have a high chance to stun the enemy. And then Ultra Super, they raise attack and defense for 1 turn, and then they also have a high chance to stun, but instead of colossal damage, they're now doing mega colossal damage. He does get a 170 boost to attack and defense, which is a lot better than UI is mere meek 77%. He gets key +6 and an additional attack and defense +60%. He has attacks guaranteed to hit, disables enemy guard, and a high chance of evading enemies' attack, including Super, as the first or second attacker in a turn. And then he gets an additional attack +70% when attacking, key +7, and launches an additional that has a medium chance of becoming Super as the 3rd attacker in a turn. So 3rd attacker, he gets a guaranteed additional, which has a medium chance of becoming a Super. And then when he's in the 1st or 2nd slot, he disables guard. His attacks are guaranteed to hit, and then he's a high chance of evading as well, which is super, super good. And then on top of that, he does have an active. He gets attack and defense. And then on top of that, he does have an active. He gets attack and defense +13% in battle. So the rest of the battle, after you activate that, he will have a 13% boost. And that's activated when HP is 76% or less after performing 3 or more supers in battle, which isn't too many because if he's getting additionals if you have him in the 3rd slot, and then even then 3 attacks is not that many. So hitting Goku, very, very good. Probably some of the better options out of the LRs. I'd probably say hit Goku and, well, I guess it just depends what events you're going for, because Broly is obviously very, very good for World Tournament if you don't have him. Hit and Goku are very good because of their kits. Turles is still solid, and then Tapion and Monosha are still very good as well. So honestly, just depends who you guys are missing. So next up, Monosha, Tapion here. So they're 150 lead for Siblings Bond or Storied Figures. They're lowering attack and defense, which is honestly growing on me. It's probably one of my favorite gimmicks when it comes to supers. His Ultra Super, he's raising attack, and then he's also massively lowering defense. And then his passive, he gives 130% to attack and defense. He gives Storied Figures and allies key +2 attack and defense +20%. Siblings Bond, same exact thing. He has a medium chance of launching an additional super when performing an Ultra Super, and then he reduces damage received by 13% within the same turn with each super performed. So very good kit there. And then on top of that, he does have an active, so he removes all allies' negative effects, and then all allies get key +3 attack and defense +20% for 2 turns. So again, another pretty good active skill there as well. So that's Monosha and Tapion, another very good unit. Broly, not really going to go over him. Most of you guys know Broly. He is an AoE unit. Absolute monster after his easy A, but if you don't have him, he is very, very worth it for the World Tournament if you're struggling with that. Basically one of the main units for the World Tournament, so he's huge there. Other than that, you don't really see him used too much. He can be used on a couple of different categories. As you can see, he's on a bunch. Planetary Destruction, Movie Bosses, Pure Saiyans, Res Warrior. So he can be thrown on a couple teams, but for the harder, longer events, he's not really used. But World Tournament is where he 100% shines. And then lastly, the Team Turles here. So he's 130% for Terrifying Conquerors. And then on super, he's causing colossal damage with a medium chance of stunning. Ultra super raises attack and causes mega colossal damage with a high chance of stunning now instead of medium. And then he gets 130% to attack and D. He gives Terrifying Conquerors allies key +3, attack and defense +30%. He gets key +6 and attacks effective against all types when the target enemy is stunned. So that's pretty nice if you're able to get these stuns there. And then attacks effective against all types and high chance of launching an additional super when key is 24. So if you do get that 24 key, he does have a high chance of launching an additional, guaranteed. And then if you stun and then on top of that you do get the additional, you will get that key +6, and that will be effective against all types. So that's nice for there. And then his active, he gets guaranteed basically 24 key for 1 turn, which is pretty good because his kit kind of revolves around the 24 key. So pretty solid. Turles is pretty solid. Don't sleep on Turles. Now the other LRs, Frieza's okay. Mai and Trunks, they're okay. They're not in the best categories. Beerus, he's trash. I wouldn't even... Yeah, he's not good. Mai and Trunks, they're pretty useless now. Same with Frieza, but they're okay units. They're LRs, but honestly, guys, I would not summon on this banner. There are a lot of good LRs, but then again, the chances for pulling an LR are limited here, although you're only pulling STR characters, so it's like a win-lose. Honestly, if you guys are being safe with your stones, you want to get the best value out of your stones, I would skip this banner 100%. We have things coming up, 7-year anniversary, Golden Week. Like, we have things coming up that will be much better value. But if you guys are missing units, maybe you're like a collector, you want every unit in the game, or maybe you're missing some of these better LRs. This is probably one of the better LR pools or best LR pools out of the Mono type banners. And you have stones laying around, or you don't mind spending money and you just want to summon, then definitely go for it. Again, these units by no means are they bad at all. There's only like a couple on here that I wouldn't really run at all, so keep that in mind. But yeah, honestly, would skip this banner. It's definitely not worth it. The only positive, you're getting Kai's and you potentially have a chance to pull one of the good LRs there. But that's it for the video, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy. Let me know down below if you summon and you're able to pull one of these. What is it? eight big boys down below. But yeah, let me know what you pull. But other than that, I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.